In recent times, Africa has been making significant strides in asserting its independence from historical Western exploitation, marking a paradigm shift that has captured the world's attention. Fueled by the increasing influence of China, the continent is boldly redefining its global partnerships and priorities. The dynamics between Africa and the United States, strained during the Trump administration, have contributed to this transformation. Despite recent efforts by Secretary of State Blinken to revive U.S. engagement, Africa seems to be gravitating towards a new alliance that prioritizes development over exploitation, drawing inspiration from China and Russia. This evolving geopolitical landscape signals a departure from traditional power dynamics and the emergence of a more multipolar world order. The legacy of Western exploitation. For decades, Africa has been a theater for Western exploitation, with historical roots deeply embedded in colonization and economic imperialism. The continent's vast resources have often been extracted to fuel Western economies, leaving Africa grappling with underdevelopment and economic disparities. The Trump era exacerbated these issues, as the America First policy neglected key partnerships and withdrew support for crucial African issues, further straining relations. Secretary Blinken's visit. A renewed U.S. engagement. Secretary of State Blinken's recent visit to Africa signaled a recognition of the importance of the continent in global affairs. Promises of a revival of U.S. engagement were made, acknowledging the need for collaboration on issues ranging from economic development to climate change. However, the skepticism lingering from past neglect and exploitation has prompted Africa to explore alternative partnerships. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a game changer. China's growing influence in Africa has been particularly instrumental in reshaping the continent's geopolitical landscape. The Belt and Road Initiative, BRI, a massive infrastructure and economic development project, has become a game changer for many African nations by providing much-needed infrastructure. China is establishing itself as a key player in Africa's development, offering an alternative to the exploitative relationships of the past. The BRI goes beyond traditional aid models, focusing on mutually beneficial projects that enhance economic capacity and trade. Ports, railways, and energy infrastructure projects funded by China have not only boosted local economies, but also strengthened diplomatic ties. This approach contrasts with historical Western models that often prioritize resource extraction over sustainable development. Russia's focus on agriculture and technology. Russia's foray into Africa extends beyond geopolitical maneuvers, with a strategic emphasis on agriculture and technology. The continent's extensive arable land offers Russia a chance to contribute significantly to African agricultural development, thereby addressing pressing food security challenges. This agricultural focus aligns with Russia's expertise and positions the nation as a key partner in enhancing Africa's self-sufficiency. Moreover, technological collaboration, spanning space exploration and telecommunications, underscores Russia's commitment to advancing Africa's capabilities. By fostering partnerships in these crucial sectors, Russia not only diversifies its engagement with the continent, but also establishes itself as a pivotal player in Africa's journey towards technological progress and overall advancement. Mutual respect and empowerment. A new alliance. The pivot towards China and Russia reflects Africa's aspiration for partnerships based on mutual respect and empowerment. Unlike the historical relationships with the West that often prioritize resource extraction, the new alliances prioritize sustainable development and capacity building. African nations are increasingly seeking partnerships that allow them to leverage their resources for their own growth, rather than being exploited for external interests. Challenges and opportunities. Africa's recalibration of global alliances brings both promise and peril. Navigating relationships with diverse global powers demands astute diplomacy to safeguard Africa's interests. The continent stands at a crossroads, balancing the allure of development opportunities with the looming specter of debt dependency, particularly from China. As African nations embrace partnerships for growth, a cautious approach is essential to avoid compromising long-term stability. Geopolitical tensions between major powers heighten the complexity, emphasizing the need for a delicate diplomatic dance. Africa's success in harnessing the benefits of new alliances hinges on its ability to mitigate risks, fostering a future where development triumphs over destabilizing challenges. Africa's assertion of independence from Western exploitation and its embrace of new alliances with China and Russia mark a pivotal moment in global geopolitics. The continent's desire for partnerships based on mutual respect and empowerment signals a departure from historical power dynamics. As Africa navigates this new era of competition, the world watches to see how these evolving alliances will shape the future, offering the promise of sustainable development and economic empowerment for a continent long burdened by exploitation.